Greetings, Miskatonic Repository, Heinrich Moore here. Last time we talked a lot of theory about how sin or guilt manifests within Heinrich's Guide to Carcosa. We discussed how each investigator entering Carcosa is wearing one of 4 masks reflecting their trauma. Today, we talk about what that means for gameplay. We get to talk about chains. In Heinrich's Guide to Carcosa, investigators visit different city locations. Like any solo scenario, they'll have options of how to interact with what they find there. The 4 masks add an additional overlay by providing specific options available only to those investigators burdened by a particular mask. Examples. Let's say you're crossing the Lake of Hali by rowboat. That's a challenging prospect in and of itself. But if you're wearing the Mask of the Lost, representing your obsession with an individual who is no longer in your life, then maybe you end up encountering another rowboat that just so happens to carry a vision of the one you lost. Or perhaps you enter a gallery of mirrors. Super creepy, but especially for the one who wears the mask of the masochist and sees reflected in the mirrors all the other versions of who they could be or who they want to be. Not all locations will have these mask-specific encounters, but there need to be enough not just to sell our theme, but because they give us the game mechanics for determining whether you escape. In Heinrich's Guide, the mask each investigator wears is secured by 3 chains. These need not be metal chains, they could be ribbons, rope, barbed wire, or anything else in your imagination, but there are always 3. Breaking those chains increases the likelihood that you're able to escape Carcosa by overcoming, or at least reconciling, with your trauma. The opportunity to break those chains is in turn provided by these mask-specific location events. Do you row your boat over to the one you lost? Do you ignore them? Do you call out to them? What do you say? Depending on what you choose, you may break one of your 3 chains. Or not. This mechanic gives us a lot to play with. We can have achievements based on breaking chains, which makes the scenario more replayable. We can have advantages or disadvantages depending on how many chains you've broken, which lets us tweak the difficulty of the scenario. And of course, we get some of the ways the scenario may end. I'm very excited to see how it plays out. I hope you will find it enjoyable as well, but in the meantime, what do you think? Will this work? Am I missing something? It would be great to hear from you either here in the comments or hit me up on Discord in the Miskatonic Repository Convention server. And to learn more about Heinrich's Guide to Carcosa, stay right here. And as always, stay tuned for more.